Hey, fellow YouTubers and Star Wars fans, this is Samurai Man 691, and today I'm reviewing something really cool that I just picked up off eBay. I just got it about a couple weeks ago, and they wanted to do a review on it. This is a cool book. It's called Star Wars Year by Year, the Visual Chronicle. And I got to tell you, this book I saw it at Borders for $50, and I picked it up for $14 and $2 for shipping, so it was less than $20. Got a great deal. So any Star Wars fans, you got to get this book. All right, now let me get rid of the hard cover here. This is a case for it, and here's the book. It's all in color. What I love about this book is that it not only chronicles the Star Wars movies, but what happened, when the movies were around. What happened that year when this came out or when that came out. And let's open up a page here, and it's loaded with, this thing is massive. And it's heavy, too. It's about a 4-pound book. All right, let's see here. Life Before Star Wars. So this book is awesome. It talks about George Lucas, when he was a young man and whatnot, and what drove him to become a director and whatnot. Awesome book. Any Star Wars fans should have this book. It's really cool. What I also love about this book is that there are movies that inspired him to make Star Wars and produce other movies. Like, for example, this one right here. What I like about it is that you can actually, when you flip through the pages, there are movies in here that I've never thought I'd see or never thought existed. But now with the power of internet, you can look it up and actually watch the movie for free. Or, if you want to pay for it. Here's 2001, A Space Odyssey. Let me picture that. I've never seen that movie, honestly. I've never seen it. So I'm going to go ahead and watch it. And, it's very interesting. It's got, the 60s, 50s and 60s when George grew up. And there's George right there. And believe it or not, that's Robert Duvall. Robert Duvall was, he was the original, not the original, but the second actor for THX-1138. He was the original character when the movie came out in theaters. But there was another guy during George's college years that played the role that he played. And there it is again. A very underrated actor. And this movie right here, Silent Running, I never seen it before. I must have rented 1,000 movies throughout my whole lifetime, and I've never even came across this movie, Silent Running. But I did because of this book. I saw it on the internet the other day, and it was fantastic. It could have been better, like edited-wise. But if someone were to re-edit it all over again, cut out the boring stuff, it'd be a hell of a better picture. And here's Stanley Kubrick's Clockwork Orange, and the list goes on and on. There's General Moff Tarkin, and there's Count Dooku there, and these guys were friends. They knew each other, and I did not know that. And then there's Harrison Ford, and it's a very interesting book. And also what's really cool about this book is that, like for example, we're watching the pages of what happened certain year, whatnot. This was in July of, I believe, 1973. But did you know that at that time also there was a whole bunch of news happening? So whatever happened during Star Wars, there's the here it goes. Muhammad Ali regains his world title. So that's back in 1974. So not only do you get the history of Star Wars and whatnot on the top, on the bottom you get, little bit of quiz, like a info that you probably wouldn't have not came across before. And there's VHX, the new rival to Betamax. Mine was bigger than this. When we first got it in the late 70s, it was 10 times bigger than this one. But it's fantastic, it's rare photos of the first Star Wars movie. This thing it's fantastic. I haven't even seen the whole thing yet. I'm just going page by page. And toys and comic books and this book chronicles everything. From the smallest detail. Who would care about a character that came out in a simple little Star Wars comic book, but yet she's got a whole feature right there, a little section about it, October. And talk about AT-ATs, how expensive it was. See how expensive it was. It was this $50. That's why probably nobody wanted it because it was too high. And here's another movie that I want to see, Under the Rainbow. Carrie Fisher and Chevy Chase was back in 1981. So, yeah, interesting. Here's the poster for Empire Strikes Back. The list goes on and it even chronicles the what George doesn't want to know is the Christmas special. It's in here. It's in here. You can see it. Just download it and you can watch it. Oh, and funny too, 1987, when Star Tours first opened, and whoever thought that we would be around to see it being redone again, you know, like this picture here is like state of the art at the time. Now it's, you know, before they tore it down, it was primitive. This goes to show you how much, you know, you think we've lived a short life, but in reality we've lived a long time. And I mean, this book is, how many pages is this thing? I don't know, but it's got to be about, I don't know, I hate to say it, but, oh, here we go. 200, I'd say about almost 300, yeah, 320 pages long. Yep, so it's awesome, man. You got to get this book. You got to get it. You know, Star Wars did slow down a little bit once, but it regained speed and it's number one all over again. You know, so if you get a chance to come across this book, you got to get it. And what is it again? It is Star Wars Year by Year. So hopefully you all pick it up. Let me see the back of it. Let's see. There we go. Let's see what George said. I wanted to have something totally free and fun, the way I remember Space Fantasy. Yeah, you got that right, buddy. All right. And again, the list goes on and on, And you know, talks about everything you want to know about Star Wars, even the minutest detail. You know, so get it, pick it up. Don't go to Borders, one, because Borders not going to be around anymore, and don't pay $50. You can get this book almost brand new. I got this one used, but there's not a scratch on it, and you know, so $20. Don't pay no more than $20. They're all over the place. I saw like 50 of them on the internet. Wow, look at that. All right. Okay, so this is Samurai Man 691 signing out, and may the Force be with you. And again, pick up this book. Pick it up. Gotta get it. If you're a true Star Wars fan, you gotta get it. All right, Samurai Man 691 saying, later, people. May the Force be with you. Again.